Well, two explosions in 24 hours in Baltimore County. A Lochearn neighborhood is left trying to put itself together after blasts rocked its entire street. This much bigger than Monday's explosion in Baltimore Highlands. Devin Bartolotta is live in Lochearn with the community's reaction to the blast. But first, Rick Ritter is at the scene updating both investigations for us. Rick?
Well, Mary, this is an explosion that could be felt miles away. There's some schools in the area that actually had their classrooms shake. And over here, this is the vacant home that exploded, as you can see, completely leveled. And then we talked about some of the damage at other homes. This one right next door, now deemed uninhabitable. And you can actually still smell the smoke out here. Still a very active investigation, but residents want answers. As sounds of cleanup echo through the streets, not a single piece of this Lochearn home is left standing after an explosion leveled the entire property, spewing debris blocks away.
The street actually moved. You could feel the street moving up under your feet. The house just disintegrated.
The blast rattled the neighborhood around 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Damage that mirrors a tornado in some parts, leaving at least 2 other homes uninhabitable, and displacing more than a dozen people.
And all the houses around here have been structurally damaged.
Many now trying to get back to a sense of normalcy.
Kind of put our arm around them and say, look, it's going to be okay. We're going to get your house back together.
It came just hours after another explosion on Monday in Baltimore Highlands.
The only thing I remember is getting blown through the house, but I survived.
That's where Stephen Richards survived a blast inside his home, only sharing his story with WJZ.
I made it to the second to the last step, and there was an explosion. All I remember is just flying back up the steps.
Two devastating scenes back to back that has residents demanding answers.
We'd like to know what's going on and what happened. We really do need some answers on what's happening so we can make our neighborhood safer.
And authorities already ruling out some possibilities.
The preliminary indications are that there was no arson involved.
Both investigations are still in the early stages, and the fact that no one was injured in either blast is a holiday miracle.
The fact that we don't have that is just good luck.
Back out here live, BGE, they are on scene tonight monitoring some of this area. We are told the two blasts are not connected in any way. Baltimore County Police and Fire also on scene as well tonight, trying to get to the bottom of this investigation. I'm Rick Ritter reporting for WJZ. Now back to you.
Rick, thank you. Let's go to Devin Bartolotta live with reaction from neighbors to this devastating blast. Devin?
Just about 24 hours after this incident now, there is a cleanup crew at nearly every house on this block. This house behind me here is one of the closest to the blast. It was one of the most badly damaged, and we got a look inside earlier today as families figure out what to do next. The boards are up, but the repairs are only beginning for devastated homeowners on Ramore Road.
He thought a bomb had dropped.
Chopper 13 showing the scope of the damage left behind by a violent home explosion that badly damaged 9 homes within a 2-block radius. The house next door to the epicenter charred beyond recognition. The home on the other side, Francis Birchie's house of 15 years, was blown wide open.
It came in through the back door and blew this door open.
WJZ getting a first-hand look at the devastation inside his home. Walls missing, the back door ripped from its hinges. Still, Francis tells us he feels lucky. Francis says this spot at his kitchen table is where he usually sits. And had this happened only 20 minutes later, this could have been a much different story.
We are very happy. Nobody was in the house. We were 5 minutes away from the house.
Across the street, the impact of the explosion sliced through the brick corner of this home.
These are the clothes that have to be cleaned.
And next door, Lashawna Irby says her in-laws' home of 21 years could come down at any minute, meaning they won't be home for the holidays.
They said at any day it can give way. So they pretty much can't stay there. They have to go.
Now the Irby family is one of several forced to find another place to stay, packing up what they can and rolling out of a neighborhood with months of cleanup ahead. BGE is here right now working on some of the utilities on this road, but some families tell me they aren't sure when they might be able to return to their homes. Back to you.
Devin, thank you. BGE went door to door checking for any gas leaks, but still no word on what caused either of the two explosions.